So today we got the new trailer for the new season, but also on the EA website they released this page which shows some of the updates coming with season 25 and also some new art. And then at the end of the video I'll reveal who the new Legends truly is. So starting off on the EA page, we can see that the season is going to be called Prodigy and the tagline is Target Greatness in Apex Prodigy. Scrolling further down we can see some art of the new legend. This new legend is going to be called Sparrow and pretty much all of his abilities are confirmed to us now and some of them look amazing and this guy looks really cool. I'm fairly sure he's going to be Italian as his jacket says Belva on it, which means beast in Italian. Overall, he has a really nice design. Scrolling down, Respawn say New Legend Sparrow. Take your shot with the New Legend Sparrow. An agile archer here to show off his skills and own the spotlight. Also, this season is going to be coming with bow check updates. So it seems the bow check is getting a rework and a lot of people got the bow check rework confused with Sparrow's abilities. But it's pretty clear here. With the bow check updates, Respawn show a picture of Sparrow shooting the bow check with a grenade on the arrow with the text, all new bow check updates are ready to blast their way into your arsenal next to it. So clearly the bow check is going to get a rework first of all, where it gets put into the sniper class and is put on the ground and taken out of the care package, and also you're going to be able to attach grenades to the bow check arrows, which is absolutely huge, and it's essentially going to give us a new explosive weapon which is absolutely huge. As well as that, in this update Respawn say we're getting ranked updates. Fresh ranked updates give you a chance to show everyone that you're the best of the best. Not too much information in that line. When we scroll down a bit more, we can see a bit of the next battle pass, the Prodigy battle pass. The icon seems to be a snake coming out of the Apex logo with some arrows around it. Very cool, I like this design, and all they say is fight fashionably with the Prodigy Premium Battle Pass Split 1. The last thing they do show on this page is a picture of Ash that says pay attention. So there's clearly one other announcement this season that they're holding back for some reason. Also, I did notice at the end of the new trailer, they didn't give us a date for the gameplay trailer, so maybe they're planning on some sort of secret drop or some big secret announcement that we're going to get soon. So with our newfound knowledge that the bow check's getting a rework where it can shoot grenades, let's now watch the new trailer for the legend and find his abilities, because it's going to be super easy to identify them now, and his passive is going to be awesome. A lot of people thought his passive was putting a grenade on an arrow and shooting it, but no, it's something way better. So let's watch the trailer. So at the start of the trailer we get to see his full design, and it is confirmed he has a quiver on his back with arrows and also separately has a little crossbow on his wrist. Sparrow is also quite clearly a young guy who loves his cat, as his cat is on his shoulder pad. Also, a lot of people have called him Bow Twink, and it seems the main Apex account has taken notice to this. The first hint to one of his abilities is the fact that he pulls one of his arrows from his quiver and electrocutes somebody with it, suggesting that arrows on his back have electrocution capabilities. And the other day we did establish that he shoots small darts which are mounted somewhere on his armor as his tactical, and the arrows on his back are his ultimate, so keep that in mind. Moving on, in the trailer he hits Vantage with a crazy shot showing his proficiency in the bow, and then we get to see him in a magazine where he's wearing a white suit, and pretty much everybody assumes this white suit is going to be one of his base legendary skins, which is pretty cool. I like this skin. Following this, there's a whole section where he's live streaming on TikTok Live, just flexing himself, so he seems to be a bit of a heartthrob to say the least. And then in the next scene we get to see his passive ability. No, his passive ability isn't shooting a grenade off an arrow, that's the bow check rework. In fact, his passive ability is a double jump. He sets off a double jump here, and throughout the trailer he's very athletic, and having a double jump as his passive as well as bow based abilities is cool because he can kind of get into sneaky little areas. In the next scene we can see his tactical in use. He shoots a small dart off his wrist mounted crossbow, and the dart scans surrounding enemies, so it seems his tactical ability is going to be a scan that's localized to wherever he shoots. The power in this is that you can scan enemies far away, so if you shoot this dart around 200 meters away you can confirm if people are in that area. So this is like a Bloodhound scan but at a variable distance. After this he uses what I'm pretty sure is his ultimate ability. He shoots an arrow, it bounces off the wall and then lands on the floor, and he's like, oh no, I missed. But then it's revealed that his arrow is actually something that deals AoE damage. It deals damage to all 3 enemies within its radius, which is really cool and what I wanted. I didn't want a bow that directly damages people, but I wanted something cool. It seems his ultimate arrow is going to be area denial, so essentially you shoot it in an area and it will electrocute that area, forcing enemies either out of the area or to take damage. This is pretty cool, and I do hope that arrows that give off the electric field can be stuck in enemies. Imagine shooting an enemy with one of these arrows, they run into their teammates, and then it electrocutes all of their teammates. The potential is sky high with this guy, it seems. We do get to see his ultimate arrows are also shot from his wrist-mounted crossbow, but the crossbow is in like bow mode. I mean, look how big this is. And then we get a bit of lore thrown at us in this trailer, and honestly, my interpretation so far of this lore is that Sparrow is from a rich family, but he kind of betrayed them by wanting to become this personality and a competitor in the Apex games when they probably wanted to stay in darkness because, you know, they're all in hooded robes. Or maybe his family is some sort of cult and he escaped them, but either way, it seems his family is ashamed of him and they're probably not happy that he's a very famous and very well-loved character. In this next scene, we see Fuse entrap Sparrow's team, which is such an amazing shot. This looks absolutely awesome. And this is where we get to see the bow check rework in action. Catalyst throws Sparrow a grenade, Sparrow mounts the grenade onto an arrow and then shoots it out of a bow check. And do keep in mind, he shoots it from a bow check, not his wrist-mounted crossbow. So this is definitely a mechanic separate from his abilities. This is the bow check rework, which was referenced on the new season page. And the grenade just blows up in Fuse's face. We don't know if this is only available on the frag grenade or if you'll be able to launch arc stars and thermites as well. We'll have to see how it goes. After this, we can see that team winning the Apex game to an absolutely huge crowd. And guess who we see? He's back. Blisk is back in the lore. And he actually is so impressed with Sparrow's ability, he gives him an Apex card. So now Blisk has appeared in 2 new season trailers in a row. I would assume he's back in the lore properly this time. And to finish the trailer off, Sparrow pretends to shoot an arrow off into the crowd, potentially causing a mass casualty event, but he's just pretending so nobody dies. Quite violent, I don't know why he did this. Honestly, it feels great to see a new legend come in, since the last time we had a legend was nearly a year ago. And I was about to edit this video, but guess what? EA just put up a lore page for Sparrow, so he has official lore. First of all, we got this brand new picture of him and his cat, really awesome stuff. And then we got some lore about him. His name is Ania, and he was born into a widely respected bounty hunter clan in the Outlands. The bounty hunters mainly served as law enforcement, and they were all known for their archery skills and their moral code. So they were very well respected bounty hunters. From an early age, Sparrow showed an innate aptitude for bounty hunting. But his skills were seen as a blessing and a curse, because every trait that made him great would also make him a liability to the old guard. Essentially, he became disillusioned and felt restricted by this bounty hunter clan he was in, and then one particular day, he did something so reckless that it created a rift that his family could not see a way back from. So he was shunned from his family and the bounty hunter clan. While doing some freelance bounty hunting, he got recruited for the Apex games, which he found as a path to publicity and success, and potentially a way of gaining back respect from his family. And then Respawn give us some information like his name, age, and homeworld. The fact that legends are releasing younger than me is actually kind of scary. I'm too old for this stuff, man. But hey, Sparrow looks like a cool legend, so you're gonna want to subscribe for the next few days because it's gonna get crazy in the Apex scene.